Bro, this generation have genuinely lost passion for everything. You can clearly see this in the products you see on a day-to-day basis. Take cars for example. Those days car manufacturers were actually artists. We were driving art, not a vehicle. The design, the aerodynamics, the elegance were simply beyond comprehension if you look at the cars these days on the roads. And the cars that were extremely beautiful are not just sports or luxury cars, but even the affordable average Joe's cars were very pretty. And don't even get me started on the build quality. The cars those days that were built, they were built like tanks. These days you look around and see nothing but shit in black and white. And this does not end with cars alone. You can see this in everything around you. The buildings and architectures are yet another fine examples. If you take any building that were built before 1900s, you can clearly see the craftsmanship and the passion that were poured into these structures. Whereas if you take the buildings these days, it looks like a matchbox. Both cars and buildings. We are driving and living in a bunch of matchboxes. Food is another example. The foods those days were very rich in nutrition and flavor, but these days pesticides are both blunting and poisoning our food, both quality and in taste. Maybe countries like Japan and some countries in Europe could be an exception, but most of us are a common victim for this. Forget about the products. The work that people do these days are lame as well. No one is passionate about their work or even care that their work might affect someone. And I don't think 9 to 5 is the problem, because the 9 to 5 was still there in the 1900s and before that as well. What then is the problem? I don't know. I just wish I could tell you. I think the common reason might be inflation. Maybe that could be a possible reason, because around the 2000s and the 1900s time period, you could have a great wife or husband, a great house, a car, two or more than two kids, and a good lifestyle. You can all have this easily if you could have any decent job, and they did not work as hard as people do these days. Today people work twice as much and does not have anything in return compared to the work they put in. It's crazy how inflation has grown. Literally people work all their life and it's difficult to even get a proper house. People these days are not having kids because of how expensive everything is. Peasants before the 1800s worked only 150 days in a year and had a happy family, had his own land, house, great nature to himself, and got paid in gold. These days people are getting paid in worthless paper with an inflation to it. If you look more deeper, you could find that not only the quality of the products are degraded, but the quality of people are degrading as well as the days go on. People these days are very selfish, arrogant, and are in bad nature. People want to push you down. It looks like people are losing passion for even life and existing as a slop. I'm not sure why the world is moving towards this shitty direction, but from what I can observe, this is not a good sign at all. What we can do in this messy situation is that to find things that we are genuinely interested in doing. That way we can at least retain the passion in the things that we do. We can find something that we are passionate about, find an edge and build that, and we can do that for a living. And we can also find some other things that we enjoy and do that for a hobby or something to be relaxed. I know making a living out of doing something passionate is easier said than done, but it is not that impossible. You can still do the things that you are passionate about while still working in a job. Maybe after seeing a steady income growth, you can quit and diversify the income sources to earn passively. For me personally, I found my passion while I was still studying in college. So upon my graduation, I focused on my passion and now I'm running a full-time profitable business. But things might be difficult for you, maybe because of some uncertain situation. You are forced to do the things or work the job that you hate. All I can say is that there's still hope. Life can be happy and joyous again, and only you can make it happen. Best or worst, it's in our hands to take action. Take your time, relax, and see your options. There's nothing in life we can do. All it requires is conscious decision and actions. Good luck.